Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys had a beautiful Christmas. I can't say that I did, and I'm going to share that with you guys towards the end of the video for anyone who cares to hear my story. But on today's video, I want to share 4 things that ruin relationships. It's not physical abuse, and it's not verbal abuse, and it's not all of these things that we typically think that end a relationship. No. These are the little things, the silent killers of our relationship that most times build up. They build up throughout your relationship and ultimately end up killing it, okay? So the number 1 thing is jealousy. When one of the 2 people in the relationship is extremely jealous and they want to control what you do, and they want to check your voice messages, and they want to check your texts, and they want to check everything that you do and your social media, and they're just extreme with their jealousy, especially if there's no reason for it. That ultimately eats away at a relationship. If there's no reason to be jealous, if that person has given you reasons to trust them and you still continue to be jealous, that will ultimately kill the relationship. And I'm not talking about that playful jealousy. I'm not talking about the jealousy that most women and men have when they love. Because when you love your partner, of course you're going to be jealous. I mean, that's part of it. You're going to have a little bit of jealousy, and that's normal because, hey, when you love somebody, when you're attracted to your partner, you tend to think that everybody wants your partner, okay? Everybody wants your man. Everybody wants your woman. I think women are a little bit more jealous than men are. Those are just my beliefs. Maybe because I'm jealous AF, okay? So I'm not talking about that playful jealousy. That's normal. A little bit of jealousy is okay. I'm talking about the extreme jealous behavior to where you don't let the other person breathe. That is not healthy, okay? So when you tell your man, hey, where do you think you're going with those great sweatpants? You're not leaving the house with those sweatpants. Or you just got a haircut, you look sexy as hell, I'm going out with you. I'm going to the supermarket with you. I'm gonna run errands with you because I don't want nobody looking at my man. And you're just playing about it, that's not what I'm talking about, okay? Continue to do that because it's healthy, the way I see it. It's healthy when the person that you're with knows that, you know, my mate does not want to lose me. My girl does not want to lose me. My girl is really into me. I think that's spices of the relationship. That's just me. No, show a little bit of jealousy, but don't be extreme because ultimately that will kill your relationship, okay? Now there's another side to jealousy. There are people who purposely now make their significant other jealous. They make up stories, they fabricate situations, and sometimes it's not fabricated. Sometimes these things take place and they go back and tell their significant other, I went out today and, you know, people were flirting with me and, you know, I got a message from my ex. So they're looking to make their partner jealous. That gets old. When you continuously try to make your partner insecure, try to make them feel, you know, feelings of jealousy that they don't have, that's a problem. That creates a problem that over time only gets worse and could ultimately end your relationship, okay? So that was number 1, being a jealous freak and trying to make your partner jealous when there's no need for it. And I think those people who do that are really just looking for attention and they don't know how to get it, so they do these things, okay? Number 2, bringing old baggage from old relationships into your new relationship. When you constantly bring up situations or you're traumatized because you were in a toxic relationship and you bring it into your new relationship to a partner that has nothing to do with what happened, that can kill your relationship. Because before you enter a new relationship, it's best to heal from that old relationship so that you don't bring your trauma, your insecurities, your lack of trust, anything that took place in an old relationship that you have not healed. Your new partner should not suffer the consequences, okay? So if your ex cheated on you countless times and you're bringing that energy into your new relationship and you're accusing your significant other of cheating because you haven't healed your trauma, that could ultimately kill that relationship, because we don't have time for that. The older we are, the less time we have to comfort a person over something that somebody else did, when you know that you're doing your best to give into that relationship and to make that person trust your love. Okay? So that's number 2, baggage. Number 3, poor communication or lack of communication. When you're in a relationship, it is critical for you to keep the communication lines open. If you feel like you're not getting enough action in the bedroom, you need to make sure that you are voicing that to your significant other. If you're feeling like your significant other is not giving you proper attention or affection, you need to voice that. Don't automatically assume that your significant other or your partner already knows how you're feeling, because we're not psychics here, okay? So it's very important to voice what you're feeling. If you're needing attention, if you're needing love, if you're needing, an equal give and take, whatever it may be, voice it. If you're thinking that your partner stopped loving you, voice it. Don't fabricate stories in your mind without talking to your significant other, because I know, and I've been there, I've done that. Sometimes we can create these stories in our mind as of why you're not getting X, Y, or Z from your partner, and you could be wrong, okay? But if you're not talking about it, then it could end up ugly, okay? And listen, we've all been in situations when we're not getting what we need from our partner. But if we don't let our partners know, then how are they going to give us what we're missing? We need to voice it. We need to communicate. We need to let them know that, hey, I need you present. I need more time from you. Because sometimes your partner may be going through a world of, stress, depression, income issues, money issues, other issues that are going on, and they may not be present for you because they have these issues going on, and you're automatically thinking that they don't love me anymore. They may be cheating. I'm not attractive to them anymore. It could be a whole lot of things that you're just making up in your mind, just because you haven't had the conversation, because you haven't taken the time to hear what's going on their side, okay? So communication is important. Also, what type of communication are you using? When there's an issue in a relationship, and instead of you going to your partner in a calm way, in a loving way, you're like, I hate you for doing this. You're no good. You should already know. Yelling at them, insulting them, calling them names, using an aggressive tone when you're approaching them. That's not the way to go, okay? I've learned, because I have a bad temper, that before I approach a partner, before I approach anybody that I love for that matter, I have to calm down. I have to calm down, because if I'm speaking with anger, I may say some things that I will eventually regret. And that has happened to me. I have approached situations, in the heat of the moment with lots of passion, because I'm hurt, because I'm angry, because I've probably misunderstood things that have happened, and I lash out. So if you do that repeatedly in a relationship, if you don't control that, if you don't fix that, that's going to eventually kill our relationship, because we are responsible for our own actions. There's only so many times where you can say, that's just who I am. I'm angry and I can't control myself. Because at the end of the day, you can't control yourself, and you can control your anger. And you can choose to say, I'm not in a place where I can have a conversation right now. Let me cool off, and then let me bring this up at a later time, because I'm too angry, because I'm too jealous, because I'm too hurt to have this conversation right now. you have control, okay? So that was number 3, poor communication or lack of communication. Number 4 is taking your partner for granted. And that happens so many times. And sometimes when you've been in a relationship for a very long time, you feel like, you know, I know that my person loves me. I know that my husband loves me. I know that my wife loves me. I know they're not going anywhere. I know that I got them. I know that they're always going to be there for me. And sometimes, because we're so secure in their love, we stop taking care of them. We stop showing up for them. We stop doing the things that perhaps they do for us. If you're constantly missing birthdays or forgetting birthdays, if you're constantly forgetting anniversaries, if you're constantly putting your job before your wife or your husband, if you're leaving your partner behind because of whatever, you know, selfishness, your friends, your parents, whatever it may be. When you do that consistently, when you stop checking in with your partner, when you stop loving them in the way that you know they deserve to be loved because you think they're gonna be fine. I know that they love me. I know that I'm always going to have them. You may very well end up losing that person. Because I don't care how much a person adores you. They need love too. They need attention too. They need time too. They need affection. They need sexy time. They need whatever they ask you for over and over and year after year after year after year. Whatever it is that you're lacking consistently, I don't care how much they love you, they're gonna get tired. We all get tired of waiting for somebody to see us, to give us the time, to give us the things that we are asking for. And 9 times out of 10, it's just your love. It's just your attention. It's just, you know, not forgetting the details. If your wife likes flowers and you've been together 20 years and you know that she likes flowers and you refuse to get that woman a flower, and that's her thing, why aren't you doing it? I'm just bringing up this one thing because I've heard women say this. You know, it might be petty, but that's her thing. We all have our thing. If your partner needs connection, if they need one day out of the week where you guys go on a date or watch TV together, whatever it may be, if you know that your partner needs that and you consistently ignore that, you're taking your partner for granted. And eventually you're going to lose that person because we all want a partner who's conscious of what we need and who's connected to us emotionally, okay? So those were the 4 things that ruin your relationships. Now, if you care to hear about my story, why my Christmas was a little depressing. I mean, I'm about to say, okay? So, I bought this dress for Christmas, a beautiful gown, I love to dress up for Christmas, that's my thing. So I bought this dress, you know, I couldn't wait to try it on. I was enamored with this dress. So I got the dress. It's a tight fitting dress. And ladies and gentlemen, it did not fit me. I didn't want to send it back because in my mind, I'm like, you know, I'm going to lose the weight. I'm going to lose the weight. I'm not going to return it. I'm going to put it in my closet and that's going to motivate me to lose the weight. But I ended up buying another dress because I just knew in the back of my mind, there's no way I'm going to lose the weight before Christmas so that I can fit the dress. So let me just buy a backup dress. So I bought the backup dress, you guys, and that new dress, which was a size bigger, barely fit, barely. So, I mean, I know it doesn't sound like, girl, like that shouldn't be a reason why you're depressed. But yes, as a woman, you know, who cares about her looks, who cares about, you know, I just like to look good. I just like to look good. Kill me now. I'm a Libra. We are into aesthetics. We're into, you know, looking good. It matters. So yeah, that was my little depressive story that really, really bothered me because You know, I've been slim most of my life. So looking at myself now, it's like, girl, you're changing. And I want to accept it. And I want to sit here and tell you, yes, it doesn't matter. You know, I don't care that I'm gaining a lot of weight. I don't even want to say how much I've gained. Because I haven't weighed myself really, but I know it's a significant amount of weight. And I'm not happy. And I want to say that I am, but I'm not. So I have to work on that. Yeah, it sucks, but you know, whatever. I'm going to lose the weight. That's going to be my New Year's resolution. I'm going to probably wait until January 1st to really go hard on this diet. And you know, that's it. I know I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. It's just weight. You can lose it. And you know, whatever. That's my sad little Christmas story. So anyways, you guys, I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your week. And I will see you guys next time.